Hi guys, this is Sandra of the Alexandrite system. In my intro video, I allude to the fact that Glow and I, or rather I should say I don't really get along with Glow, so I thought I'd make a little video explaining some of that. This video contains a lot of wild speculation about our system. The truth is, we don't know everything about our system. A lot of it is guesswork. So, a year from now, a lot of this could turn out to be wrong, but I feel it's important to get out where we stand right now, because it's a large part of our relationship. So Glow and I believe that we used to be one person. This theory sort of reconciles the two ideas that we have of my feelings of not always being the host, and that Glow specifically was the host at one point, and Robin having once said that I have always been the host as long as he can remember. And Robin's been around since high school, so according to Robin, that would have made me the host for the last 12 years at least. But if Glow and I were one person, it would make both of us technically correct. That means that Glow would have technically been the host at one point, I would have not always been the host, and I would have been the host since high school. In reconciling knowledge about the system, you kind of have to find a middle ground where everyone can be right, because oftentimes everyone is right in their own way. Alters, we've found, have very little reason to lie about specific things, especially something as trivial as who fronted the most during high school. From about 18 to 19, we were in an abusive relationship, and when that relationship ended, it was very scarring for us. About a year later, right before we turned 21, we started dating the person who is now our spouse. I believe that because we were so scarred from our last relationship, and we wanted really desperately to make this new relationship work, Glow and I broke in half, so that Glow could continue on with all the memories and trauma from that relationship, whereas I could focus on the new relationship with our now spouse. And now we get into the second part of speculation here. In the past, Claudia has accused me of being a persecutor. For those not in the know, persecutor alters are designed to hurt the system. They're typically alters who served an original purpose of agreeing with an abuser or empathizing with an abuser to survive that relationship at the cost of internalizing a lot of that abuse. But Claudia's assertion that I'm a persecutor didn't make sense to me in my relation to the rest of the system, because truth be told, I have a pretty good relationship with most of the system, except most notably for Glow. For the first couple of months of knowing that the system was there, I hated Glow, and that was for a lot of reasons. One of which was, at the time, Glow was still identifying as a cis man. Glow currently identifies as a cis woman, but it took her a long time to get to that point where she felt comfortable doing so. And it bothered me having a man in the system because it made me feel like my gender was somewhat invalidated. If there's someone in the system who identifies as a man, that means that sometimes this is a man's body, and that is an idea that is still deeply uncomfortable for me. It made me feel like everyone who ever invalidated my gender was correct. Of course, I know now that another person's gender in this body doesn't invalidate my own, or doesn't invalidate how people see me or interact with me, but it's something I struggled with for a while. Another reason was I was uncomfortable having this relic of this old relationship. Glow was, and still to a degree is, very attached to our ex, to the point where last year Glow sent a message to our ex asking to catch up. And we do not need that in our lives anymore. We are in a very happy relationship and don't need that sort of negativity. Eventually it got to the point where, as much as it pains me to say it, I was looking for ways to get rid of Glow, because I didn't want her around in any capacity. When a previous therapist brought up the idea of integration, my biggest fear was, oh god, what if I become Glow? Of course, that's not quite how integration works, but integration isn't a goal for us regardless, so that was a whole nother kettle of fish. We'll get into that one day. But truth be told, I have a lot of negative feelings about Glow that can't really be rationally explained. Even still, deep down on some level, it hurts knowing who she is, and I can't explain why. Which leads me to the other part of the speculation. I recently found a way that both Claudia and I could be right. I might not be a persecutor for the whole system, but I might be Glow's persecutor. And that's not me trying to absolve myself of anything by just saying, oh, I'm a persecutor, I can't help but do it. No, I want to break out of this cycle. I just fear that it's going to take a little more than I think because of how Glow and I broke off from each other. But I want to do that work, and I want to treat you better, Glow, because you deserve it. Thank you for watching, everyone. If you want to see more of our videos, you can hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell for notifications, and like the video if you liked the video. Thank you so much.